No, I left him like this. I left him this. I know he's talking about it. Right back on there. Sam, you want me to go? Yeah. I didn't want to talk. I know, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's what I said. I just want to do it. I'd rather I'm on taking my way. 100%, but it's something we're doing as a joke. You would have won it. Sam would have been nowhere. I would understand that something. Yeah, but it's gotta be like somewhere. It's gotta be some way you force it to double. And you force it to either double or switch. It was nice. If I'm gonna go crazy and Bryson does something, what do you think it is? One dribble pull-up, and that fool, if it was perfect, you just didn't hit the shot. It was perfect. It's like when you teach in short buses, and after like 6 months, they come back and be like, "This one? Yes! Like yes, that one." Now I need to see it again. How long did you take? I need to see it again. If we see it again in half of the amount of the possessions that it took, like 6,300, like we're making progress. It's not going to be bit in the day. That's just the next thing somebody who can't create their own shot being able to get. I spent like 5 minutes talking to Greg about it. He has no other chance to do anything successful except shoot good enough to get them to come, shot fake, one dribble pull up, and try to make a play. That's his life. Like, that's the point. He can live a good life. Like, retire at 55. Like, that's the Klay Thompson life. He hadn't had to do anything this year besides shot fake, one dribble pull up. That's the worst one he's gonna have. No, and it looks pretty good. That's as good as it gets. That's the worst one he's gonna have. Klay Thompson, this is the first time Klay Thompson. He for his first one. It's like, he should aspire to be Klay Thompson. You scored 60 points on 11 dribbles. Like, he should not be like the... Oh! I just overheated. I think I was sweating. I offered it. Dude, it was $20 offer for like a good 2 months until I was just over it. Like $20 you offer me for a shot fake, one dribble pull up. I don't care if my team hates it. I'm taking them all. Yeah. This is the high school. Now this is the high school. They tried to buy these for the boys. This is if they still want to play and they want to play half court, I'll play. On camera. No fun. No, you better beat Dude, I came out here Tuesday night, we were drinking the bullpen. I came out and took step back, like sweat, probably on fire. They both got good. Yeah. Oh, no, I will tear an Achilles for this. I will tear an Achilles. Hey, does that mean give me that shit too, or was it only for the block? No, he said give me that shit like his dick was harder than a 3. No, he doesn't do anything, dog. I'm over here. I know you coach, and I know you ride time, dog. To the point they call you Splinters, G. It's like when your nickname's Splinters, because you got to go with tweezers at the end of the game and get all the fucking splinters out of your ass. Riding that time. Then you're going to come up to me and say, we were 20 and 10. Best Sarah team since 2000. Like, I went 2 for 11 in 07, Sky Championship. My dad let me know clearly. We'll beat them today. Like, 34 ain't that old. They act like 34 is 56. And like, I had the slight level of that disrespect, but never to like write off a 30-year-old. Because there was always a time when I was 18, a 34-year-old crispy boy would come and just old man me to death. And from that day, I was trying to at least have some old man in my game. At least. Just like, I'm going to be like, they talk so much shit, and it's like, I'm going to send your coach the link to this video, and he's going to watch how you play against 34-year-old men when you're over here chirping about how you need run in 2 minutes. Over here talking. Just smoked weed for the first time in your life, and you think this is going to be your most productive year as a human? Stop lying to yourself. Like, been there, done that. Fuck that right up, Doc. Like, the first year I fucking had weed was not mine.
Let me know about it! I'll watch it on tape! You didn't even fire no gun or no clack clack!
Like, now, I don't need them to listen, like, just as when I got put out of basketball, that's the last thing I could do. Like, because when I tried to drive and put it on the floor 3 times, and fucking it's gone, and I can't get no shot off, like, well, I'm a shot take 1 dribble pull-up guy now. Like, that's my life. Like, that can be a good life if you know where to move, and you can set off ball screens. Like, if you try to touch the ball and do things, like, felonious activity. Like, be you. Just live like Klay Thompson. Like, this year the Warriors weren't good enough. Now Klay Thompson started to have to make plays off the dribble. Now we're getting mad at Klay Thompson for getting older with the Achilles and the knees. Like, no, you're taking the trash. And Andrew Wiggins, Steph Curry good, but 35-year-old Steph Curry ain't it. What do we actually want from Chris Paul? Chris Paul's like that. Chris Paul's like that friend who's good to you for like 8 months out of the year, and then when it comes down to it, you need him for that 4 months. He's like, oh, my car broke down, my hamstrings. How many hamstrings are gonna? Like, how many championship runs is he gonna fuck up? They should have beat the Warriors when they're up 3-2 with the Rockets. Hammy. Like, the lake show, or the clip show, the fucking Lob City. It's like, and Chris Paul is we'll go top 10 point guard of all time. Like, not top 5, but like maybe a 8 to 15. I think Chris Paul's better than Steve Nash. I will say that. Steve Nash got 2 fraudulent MVPs. He was nasty, but I think Chris Paul is like right there. No, I don't. It was the first time that D'Antoni's offense had hit the scene, and they called it 6 seconds or less. And now Amari Stoudemire has arguably better seasons time than Kevin Garnett ever had. Kevin Garnett's one of my favorite players. Just like J. Kidd, low-key better than Steve Nash. Like, people nowadays, like our days, Jason Kidd. We don't even think, like, New Jersey Net Jason Kidd was a dog. Made to the finals twice, just lost to the Spurs and Lakers. Like, this was Dallas, before Dallas Maverick to Jason Kidd, who was a better Maverick than Steve Nash was before he got shipped off. Like, yeah, the fact that J. Kidd was never a 3-point shooter, and then now he's 41 making fucking tough threes for the Mavericks champions, like, completely changed who he was. Like, ball play. Just always just good enough to be the best player on a team that couldn't win championships regularly. It's kind of like the Charles Barkley argument. I think accolades shouldn't trump the argument. It should be a discussion, but like how Shaq dogs Charles Barkley, he dogs him because he knows Charles Barkley is a top 50 player. And him consistently dogging him isn't like more than just like joking. Like, yeah, you didn't win, but you were real last top 50. Like, nobody's gonna hate on you. Like, everybody's sucking Zion. Like, watch Charles Barkley highlights for somebody who really didn't care about his weight and didn't have all this stuff to where you're working out, getting pliable. Problem, Barkley 6'4", like he was 6'4", 6'5", like Zion 6'8", like Charles Barkley was a dog. Yes. That's when, like, I always,
6'5".
On paper, he's 6'7".
No, on paper he's
I swore 6'7".
6'5". It's a Draymond type of view.
Yeah.
With the, it's a Donovan. How tall do you think Donovan Mitchell was? I pride my, with his bounce, like, and his arms, low key looks 6'5". Like he's 6'1" and a quarter without 2 street draft. Like at the end of the day, Trae Young is just as tall. With the arms, which is like quality of boots. Like John Morant, he's never gonna be like he's gonna be good, but like now you get like compared to Russell Westbrook.
I meant like jumping.
No, jumping ability too. Russell is my most favorite player. No, he's on that level now, to where he can't be compared to just like, because he has arguably like same boosts. Russell, I don't ever want to make that argument because Russell will win it. No, more times, but he's on that arc. I don't think he should aspire to be anything less than a Russell Westbrook, and if he falls for it, that's nothing to stop that. Better than, I expect more 10 years from John Morant than I do from Damian Lillard, except that John Morant slightly like Kyrie Irving is. Dame Lillard is going to grown us as the John Morant has shown he cannot be a grown-up. Like, how are you having these eyes? Like, what are you doing?
He's like a lion.
No, because that's reckless behavior to the point where you don't need to tell any other star in the league not to do that. Especially after you just did it. The fact that they don't focus on basketball. The fact that they can't focus on basketball.